Hey, everybody, this is Joey, and I know this is a little different way to start a podcast, but we're just doing this little clip at the start of the podcast to let the listeners know about something that happened that's a big deal in my life. So on June 30th, which is a few weeks ago, and a few weeks before you'll be listening to this, me and Mandy actually broke up. I want to do a little clarification of we're not pushing the wedding back. We're not on a break. We have broke up. I do want to mention I'm not going to go into any details on the podcast about anything that happened. I think that's very unfair to Mandy and a very bad idea and not what this podcast is at all about. So I just want to let everyone know that you don't have to go searching through episodes to see if there's any details about it. Everything about this situation is going to be in this little clip. I just want to let the listeners know that I'm at peace with this. The first couple of days were really, really hard. I'm still not happy about it or anything like that. But I definitely have felt God's presence while working through the situation the whole time, which is very interesting, but really good. And Mandy, she also told me on that day that I asked her hey, are you at peace with this? And she also said yes to that. I also want to mention that me and Mandy are still on good terms. We're still talking to each other. Not a lot, but if I need to reach out to Mandy, it's very positive and stuff like that. So we definitely don't hate each other or anything like that. And I also want to let the listeners know that I can't speak for Mandy, but I feel very well supported by my friends and family and a lot of connections. A lot of people who I've talked to have reached out, offering their support and stuff like that. So don't feel any pressure that you do need to reach out. But if you do, feel free to text me, email me, whatever, or Mandy. Please text, email Mandy because she needs all of the support she can get as well. But don't send it to the email. We're not going to read anything on the 245 podcast about it, but you could email the podcast email and it could be read by me if that's something that you would like. But we just wanted to, and I just wanted to let the listeners know.
Yeah, we just figured since we'd talked a lot about an upcoming wedding on the podcast, we wanted to give a little bit of an explanation. And yeah, figured it was fair to just add this little clip talking about it.
Yeah. And we wanted to clarify too, on this episode, we did talk about Joey's bachelor party, the canoe trip we went on. And when we went on the bachelor party, the wedding was off, but we decided to go on it anyway, just to support Joey. And that's something he still wanted to do. So we just wanted to surround him that way. So we talk about that on this episode because we decided to do it anyway.
And with that, let's hop into this week's episode.
Welcome to the 245 podcast, which is the number of years it has been since 1776 plus 2, because it's not quite 245.
America.
It has been 247 years since America was born, and I'm kind of disappointed that it wasn't 245. We're a couple years late, but it's all right.
We should have thought of this 2 years ago.
America should have thought of that.
Yeah, they should have waited.
Oh yeah,
a couple
true.
Years.
This isn't on us.
Just deal
this
with
is
the
on
Brits
America.
for a couple of years.
They need to wait.
Yeah, it's not exactly. Yeah, we got everyone on the podcast today.
Oh yeah,
we got me here. We got Joey.
Yeah,
Josh on the phone.
Yo.
Mitch is in the studio, and for the first time in a long time, Evan Olstad.
Hey, what's up?
Dad's home.
He's back in the studio.
He's back in the
that's
studio.
my favorite movie.
Dad's home.
Back with the milk.
Oh my word. Well, today we are going. Wait, did you guys hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
Evan, do you hear that?
Yeah, what was that?
It was the male tone. Have you been on with the male tone before?
Joey.
Yeah, I have.
You have.
I think the last time I was on,
Oh yeah.
it was the male tone.
Joey, did you hear that?
I did not hear that.
Okay. Well,
Hey, we got to talk about something real quick before we get to the mail. Is the fact that I wasn't on the podcast last week.
yeah.
And I listened to it, and man, I just didn't like it.
You didn't like it because you weren't on it?
Because there was so many things that I had to say, and I couldn't say it. I couldn't defend myself. I couldn't bring up the fact that all of you guys talked about where you'd be in 10 years, and you just left me out.
Well, you weren't there.
You weren't here.
It was my mom that asked the question, and you just...
Joey, you
guys
were not here. I repeat.
You know what you could have done?
You still could have said it.
You could have emailed us.
Why would I email my own podcast?
Why not?
Because you weren't on.
G-chat.
See, Joey, there are certain disadvantages to not being on the podcast, and now you realize.
Yeah, it's something we've all had to go through, Joey.
Yeah, it's tough. Now I just know. I feel like I just can't miss.
Well, at least you've listened to the episode, because Mitch does not listen to the episodes he's not on.
I heard about that, and that is ridiculous. You should get roasted for that.
See, this is why Mitch wasn't a true member of the podcast, because he's obviously not very committed.
No, he's not. So, Mitch, you
I
have a
like
lot
making podcasts. I don't like listening to them.
Oh, my word.
You probably haven't even rated us on Spotify, Mitch.
I have 5 stars.
Okay, that's good.
Get out of here.
Have you bought merch? Actually, no, we're not buying merch yet for ourselves.
No, not yet.
Oh,
My mom has.
Your mom has, yeah. We got to talk about merch quick. Sorry.
Okay.
It's getting a while to get to the mail here, but merch, reminder, guys, merch is available. It is open through August 6th. Go order. Link is in the description. You can also go to our website. Is it the 245? No, it's just 245podcast.com. Also in the description. We've pretty much just like we're almost millionaires.
Yeah.
We've made
already.
So far, I think we've had about 5 orders. We're about $13 in profit. I mean, that's pretty good.
That's crazy.
We've paid off our domain already.
Yes.
We have paid off our domain costs.
Let's go.
So what? We're net $1, $2 at this point.
Something like that.
Let's go.
So divide that among the 4 of us.
We all have like 35 cents.
We can each buy a gumball from the gumball machine. So yeah, reminder, go buy merch. Got a lot of cool stuff on there. It is not that expensive. So go buy merch. It's gonna be epic. So yeah. Now we can get to the mail. First email is from Tiago. Subject line: repurpose your podcast content.
This is my favorite email of the whole day, so you guys better listen up.
What?
What?
Hey there, I'm a podcaster and developer, and I created an AI-based tool to help podcasters automatically repurpose their audio content and generate titles, show notes, timestamps, posts, mentions, etc. And the best part is, you can try it at podsqueeze.com.
I feel like this is a scam.
Can
No,
Podsqueeze
Evan,
be
why would
helpful
you
to your
think
work?
that?
I don't know.
We haven't heard the full email yet, so let's hear him out.
He's still
Looking
writing.
forward to hearing from you. Tiago, founder of Podsqueeze. P.S. This is my first and last email. Smiley face.
So, yeah, I thought that last part was interesting because he said it's his last email. So I'm going to reply and saying, hey, I'd like to know more about Podsqueeze. And then do P.S. You can't respond because you said that was your last email.
So he's a one and done listener? Like, who does that?
I'm guessing it's just some like
It's definitely a bot.
or bot that's like emailing podcast emails. So-
Yeah.
Also, why would we surrender our podcast to AI?
exactly.
Well, we're using AI. We're not surrendering anything.
Well,
It can make us.
he just says we're using AI, but we're really surrendering.
Okay. It's a bad take.
It's in the fine print.
Yeah.
Tiago, thanks, but no thanks. I think we're good.
Yeah.
Thanks for the offer.
I
We
did just
prefer to
re-
get our emails from Google.
yeah, I did just reply to him. So
Tiago.
we'll see if he goes against his word and writes back.
Yeah. We'll let you guys know. Next email is from the classic Gideon Love. He says, homeschoolers with Rizz, impossible.
Amen, brother.
Amen.
It's me again. A couple things.
Amen.
Caleb was homeschooled. That's awesome. Also, Joey, theater teaches all sorts of life skills like confidence, how to handle pressure, memorization, and Micah even learned how to kiss his girlfriend's sister.
Hey, yo. Out of pocket.
So that's something. Then he has a few Q&A questions that we'll put in the filing cabinet for Q&A 4.
We have a cabinet in here. If you
Yep.
want to hear me open it, I'll open it real quick.
See, this is why we're selling merch, so we can actually buy usable equipment.
If you couldn't tell, the door just fell off.
Also,
Definitely didn't sound like a cabinet.
I checked the Becoming Something podcast because you guys mentioned it, and it's pretty helpful and informative so far. So thanks. I'm sending this email at 2:45.
Micah, I listened to that and you just totally neglected to say that I'm the one who got you guys on to Becoming Something in the first place.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
so
my bad.
thanks
Yep,
for
we-
the non-credit. But
Yeah.
now I
And
get credit. And I'll give credit to Caleb because I think he showed it to me first. So This all goes
Can
back
I-
to Caleb.
So Caleb ended up making Caleb listen to it. So it's a full circle.
Yep.
Joey has his hand up.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I say something kind of controversial? Is that okay?
Fire.
Yes.
Fire.
Okay. To my listeners, to the listeners out there, I'm going to say something kind of bold. I would rather you listen to Becoming Something than this podcast.
Oh, I would
Ooh.
wholeheartedly agree.
I would
'Cause
also agree.
me and JP have been vibing lately. That man is so wise.
I've been grinding that podcast again. It's good.
It's so wise.
Go
so
listen to
good.
Becoming Something with Jonathan Pokluda. Good podcast.
I actually just ordered his book, Outdated. Have you guys heard of that?
I have heard of it. Yeah.
Yes, I have.
I read one chapter of it so far, and it's good. So, Evan, you said you've heard of it. Have you read it or no?
Yeah,
You
I've
read it?
read it. Yeah.
Do you like
well,
it?
I've listened to it, like the audiobook.
Oh,
version.
yeah. Do you like
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, it was super good. A lot of good advice.
Yeah. It's basically just like how to because dating is not, and JP talked about that, dating is not like a biblical concept. Dating is a very modern thing. And he just basically talks about how we can, despite dating not being a biblical thing that happened in the Bible, how we can date well as Christians and date for marriage and stuff like that. So yeah, seems like it'll be a good book. I think it's good for anyone single, dating, engaged, even married too. That's what I've heard. That's good for anyone in any stage.
Okay,
So,
here's my question with that. With like dating being a new thing, he always says it's like 100 years old. Was it like arranged marriages straight up before that? Or like what did they do?
Wasn't it like up to the parents?
or it was like
Because isn't that
courting.
arranged?
Courting is a little bit different, I think.
Maybe it wasn't necessarily called dating. It was just, I don't know. Yeah, kind of like Micah said.
That's my question with that. Because I feel like arranged marriages haven't been a thing for a while.
Yeah.
So I'm just a little confused if dating was 100 years ago. What
Yeah.
was before dating?
And he doesn't
Or
say
is it
dating. He doesn't say dating is a bad thing. He just says that there's a lot of things that can happen when you're dating. Like if you don't date well, you need to be dating for marriage. And a lot of people in this modern world date for fun
Yeah.
and don't date for marriage, and that's not good.
No.
So he kind of talks a lot about that. So, anyways, good book so far.
Side
I'll let you guys
tangent.
know.
Yeah.
Tangent.
I want to read that when you're done.
Yeah, you can borrow it. All of you guys can borrow it if you want.
And also, before you go on, he also has another book called Welcome to Adulting. I think, Josh, you
Oh,
showed
yeah.
me that one.
Yeah.
I read that one too. That one's super good. Just a lot of, kind of like outdated, but just more about kind of life and kind of when you're entering kind of the next stage of adulthood.
Yeah, that's next on my list after this one. I was going to get that one.
I don't know why Evan just said that in like a British accent, but
Adulthood.
Adulthood.
I liked
Adulthood.
it. I liked it, Evan.
Yeah,
Okay.
the inner British came out there.
Oh, yeah.
It happens when you're adulting. Yeah. Adulting. I don't even know. Whatever. Josh, you want to read the next email?
Sure. Gideon just said, I'm sending this at 2:45. So
Oh, yeah.
that's dedication to
That's my kind
the
of guy.
245 podcast. So thank you.
Exactly.
Next email is from Michael Johnson. He
Jackson.
says, so, all right, I'm going to do this with a voice to text. So enjoy.
Good.
And I have read this. It doesn't make total sense, which I'm guessing is due to the text to voice or voice to text. Sorry. So I'll read it and we'll just take it for what it is. Anyways, Michael, I'm guessing he means Micah, mentioned that he wanted to get kidnapped and what not for his bicycle party. Fun fact, we actually did that for my brother and he actually loved it. I don't know. I think that was saying
His
for his bachelor
bachelor
party.
party. No, Josh. I meant for my bicycle party.
Yeah. You kidnapped your brother for his bicycle party. That sounds amazing. Anyways, we kidnapped my brother for his bachelor party and he actually loved it. We took him shooting and told him that we were going to go disc golfing, which was a great time. If you need any recommendations, feel free to contact me, but otherwise I'm very good at kidnapping people, so that might be something useful. I don't know. Anyways, love the episode so far. I'll probably write more once I finish listening, but I made it 9 minutes in and already wrote an email, so there you go. Wow, that was a lot right there. I don't even know what it was. Enjoy. Michael, I'd say it mostly made sense. I could get the gist of what you're trying to say.
Yeah. That bicycle part almost
Yeah.
got me, but we made it through.
Yeah.
We'll
figured that
hit
out.
you up
Yeah.
if we ever need to kidnap anyone.
For a bicycle,
party. Yeah.
You were definitely just placed on an FBI watch list.
I'm very good at kidnapping people, he says. All right. Second email from Gideon again. This is this is a different episode. It's been a couple weeks since we recorded an episode.
Yeah.
His subject, we need a Hans episode.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
I mean, the people would want it. I know we.
Do you think that could pass Mr. Teen?
No, not a shot.
No chance.
No way.
I don't know.
You think Hans' podcast could possibly pass Mr. Teen?
There's no way.
There's a chance.
No, there's no chance.
He says, a few weeks ago, you guys asked if you had talked about whether marriage is the ultimate simp move or not. I composed an email about it, but I think I must have never sent it. Regardless, you haven't discussed it yet, as far as I know. I'm glad I was able to help Mitch become a permanent listed in the description member. Your number one 16-year-old fan who isn't from a Vale.
Okay, so should we do this right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently we didn't talk about this on the podcast. I don't know how it came up. I think we were just talking, and then Joey was like, wait, is marriage the ultimate simp move? So we decided to ask ChatGPT. And here's what ChatGPT said to that question. Like, I wrote that question verbatim into ChatGPT. And it says this: no, marriage is not the ultimate simp move. The concept of being a simp typically refers to someone who is overly devoted or submissive to another person, often to their own detriment. However, marriage is a mutual agreement between two consenting adults who love and respect each other and who choose to commit to building a life together. Marriage is a personal decision that varies from person to person, and it is not inherently simpish. While it is true that some people may enter into marriage for the wrong reasons, such as to please someone or to gain social status, that does not mean that marriage itself is a simp move. In fact, many people view marriage as a beautiful and fulfilling commitment that brings them happiness and stability. It allows couples to build a life together, share experiences, and support each other through the ups and downs of life. So while marriage may not be for everyone, it is not fair to label it as a simp move.
I really like the word simpish.
Yeah.
That's a
I know, it put that in quotes. So
I just love how it beautifully articulated marriage.
Yeah.
Like, very well articulated marriage in the defense of it.
Was it like 2 adjectives every time it was describing marriage?
Seemed like it.
yeah, it does have like a writing style like that where it...
I think I'm starting to figure it out.
Mitch is cracking the code.
Someone test me.
Well, I guess we now know the answer to that question.
Yeah.
I just love that like progression of like, I don't know how that question popped into my mind. Then rather than us discussing it, the first thing we do is type it in the chat GPT to see what it has to say.
Yeah.
That's where I get all my life answers.
Yep.
Okay. We have one from Dana. This was after last week's episode. She says, yo, I got some sick merch and chose the option to pick it up from Josh. I'm hyped about it. Party on me, friends. Sent from my Gmail mobile.
Nice.
That's it. Thanks, Dana, for buying merch. That's epic.
Yeah.
Go buy merch.
Oh, and then Mike asked, what'd you get? And she said, I got the white 245 hoodie. I'm feeling like that's going to be a popular one.
Yeah.
That's the one I want. So
I'm gonna make the bucket hat the thing.
yeah.
I'm gonna make it like I feel like that's our vibe.
You are the trendsetter.
We have a bucket hat vibe. We don't have a t-shirt vibe.
No.
Bucket hat vibe.
hat.
Guys, help fulfill Joey's dreams and go buy the bucket hat.
Please buy the bucket hat just for me. I think I might just wear it around school for fun all the time.
How many bucket hats have you accumulated?
It's
over
bad. I had one for like 4 years and like never worn it. And then I decided they were cool like a few months ago, and now I somehow have 6 or 7, and now I have more coming. So it's not good.
What's your favorite?
The Bulls one that Justin got for me. That one's so good.
That one's good.
Yeah. Justin now is on the lookout for bucket hats for me, and I appreciate it so much. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, Kylie said she's going to get a bucket hat.
Let's
245
go.
bucket hat. So you guys can match.
Attaboy, Kyle.
All right. Last email, Josh.
Last email is from Justin Cruz, and the subject line is number 1 fan.
Oh boy.
Hello 245 podcast. I haven't emailed in a while, and I feel like my bid for the number 1 fan has lost out because of it. I may not email, but I've still listened to all the episodes at 1.5 speed. I propose that you have a 245 trivia contest to determine the true number 1 fan. Okay, that's a really good idea, and I'm gonna probably put some work into that.
I like that.
I actually might ask you to help me, Justin. Actually, no, I won't, because I know you'll want to do it. Justin's like stupid good at trivia things, so that's why he wants to do this, because he knows he'll win.
He's trying to flex.
Yeah.
He's trying to flex. But no, that would actually be fun. I'll put some thought into how we could make, like, I'm trying to think if it would just be something totally separate, or if we would actually do an episode and you could like do trivia along, like you would need to listen to the episode and then do trivia with it.
And then you send in your answers, and then we tell you.
Yeah, we'll think about that.
Justin, if you're listening, trivia question: when was the first episode released?
But you can't go back and look.
Yeah, you have to just know off the top of your head.
Thanks, Evan.
on the topic of like trivia stuff, we could almost do like a Family Feud thing.
Ooh.
And then like poll all our listeners. Like we asked 100 of our listeners this question, and then we have to guess the top answer.
Oh yeah,
I think that'd be a great
That might
idea.
be cool.
Another thing to consider. Well, we'll have to.
There's a bright future
we'll see.
ahead.
We'll have to have a team meeting.
yeah. We'll have to. That'll come up
At
in the next
our weekly
board meetings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Justin goes on and writes, also, regarding the fireplace painting, I think you guys have some artwork that was in your dorm that would look great hanging above the fireplace.
Dude.
We can't put Justin's paintings up there. They're way
worth-
too
They're
valuable.
worth too much.
But I feel like this is something we gotta do though, is go to a thrift store and find a painting that
I'd
we
be
can
down.
sneak up there.
Yeah.
Because could you imagine how legendary that would be if it stayed there for like 10 years or something?
That'd be so good.
Like how long do you think that painting was there for? It was probably there forever.
Yeah,
like if our kids come here and we tour, we'll still be
there.
If you guys want to know what we're talking about, go to our Instagram at the 245 podcast and go to the post I made about our sophomore year of college episode and go to the 5th picture. This is very complicated. And you will see these interesting pieces of artwork that are very valuable. So you can see it in that picture. So
Just some monsters Justin drew, and there are 6 of them, and the boys have them in their dorm, and I have them in my dorm as well.
yep.
They're pretty epic.
And they will be in our dorm again. So
Not above the fireplace because they're too valuable,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah, we can't just leave them out there. People would steal them.
exactly. We got to protect them at all costs.
Yep.
Last thing from Justin's email, he says, I also agree with Josh's take on that high chews are underrated. I never heard about them, but I got a bag at Mike's and can confirm that they are very good. I know, right? They're like amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Like so good.
Okay. I have something to
I'm glad you now understand.
I have something to say about that take. I think it's a good take, but I don't know if underrated is the right word. Everyone who here has them absolutely loves them. It just feels like not a lot of people know about them, so I feel like they're under the radar.
That's what underrated means.
No, that's not what underrated means, Mike. Underrated is like people say they're not that good when really they're really good. But have you ever met someone who said high chews aren't that good?
No.
No. Everyone loves them who's had them. They're under the radar, not underrated.
I think you're making a discrepancy between terms that like isn't super there. But
No,
if
it's
you wanna say
definitely
that, then
there.
sure.
It's definitely there, Josh.
Okay. I don't really care. So
Josh wins.
Yeah, Josh just said, didn't ask. Who? Next.
okay. That's it for mail, right?
That is it for mail.
Now to the female. What? Sorry.
Okay, Mitch.
I'm here all week.
We're going to talk about our 4th of July adventures because last week was the 4th of July. And do you guys know what day the 4th of July is on? July 4.
Tuesday.
There's
I really didn't know where you're going with that.
I'm not kidding. Last summer at Target in the break room, there's a sign that said, the 4th of July is on July 4. I'm not even kidding.
You know, for Target workers, that's probably necessary.
Because, like, you know, they say, like, Memorial Day is on this day. But they said the 4th of July is on July 4. Like, what? Obviously. Guess not everyone knows about that day. Sad. Kids these days. Anyways, what did you guys do for your July 4th weeks? Evan, I know you went up to your cabin. I was at my cabin.
Whoa, don't just spoil it for everyone.
I'm just giving a sneak
We're
preview.
talking about it.
Fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Mike, how about you go first?
Okay, I guess I'm going first. I went up to our cabin for the 4th of July. We went swimming a lot. I went skiing. I skied. I tried dropping a ski, which I was successful.
Oh, baller.
But I did that last summer too. But this year I tried something new. I tried to start on one ski. It's like,
yep.
You can drop a ski, that's one thing, but like starting on one ski is hard, and I was not able to do that. So, Joey, have you started on one ski?
No. The boat that my parents have doesn't have enough power to pull you out at one.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
It's just way more fun and easy to just go up on two and then drop one right
Exactly.
away.
Yeah, because then you have a little bit of both.
Yep.
Because you can't go from one ski to two skis. I mean, maybe you could if you're
really good.
Really good.
Yeah.
Sam's dad could probably do that.
Sam's dad could definitely do that.
But
yeah.
he just does it
He's
without
a good
ski.
water sport guy.
Well,
yeah.
He used to be able to ski with no skis.
Yeah, barefooting.
Yeah, barefoot.
Yeah.
So, kind of impressive.
Eli can do that, I bet.
Eli can for sure do that.
Probably. So we did that. We just hung out in the water a lot, swam. The water was, it was a little chilly, but it felt nice when you're in. I did a lot of the usual of me trying to get up on the raft and my cousins pushing me off, me fighting them on there, pushing them off. And then they decided that you couldn't push each other off without permission.
Oh, that's so lame.
And I was like, the whole point of pushing you off is that it's a surprise.
Liberal king of the hill.
Oh my God.
So I told them that they could push me off whenever they wanted, but they weren't usually able to push me off.
Yeah. You only have younger
If
cousins.
you guys forgot, I look like The Rock. And my cousins are like 12. So not much they could do there. Yeah, so we did that. Some of my cousins went fishing. We ate some fish one day. I never went fishing. We played some games up in the yard. My grandpa built a 4-square, like PVC pipe thing, like a 9-square, but it was 4 squares instead of 9. And I dominated my 12-year-old cousins. See,
this is just such an ego boosting weekend for Mike. He's just like,
I pushed my cousins off the raft. I dominated them in 4-square. No, but it was funny because the range was like my 5-year-old cousin up to me, who is 20, and sometimes my uncle would play. He's like 40 something. So
old guy.
We had to go a little easier on the 5-year-old. And also, the 5-year-old got like 2 lives and stuff. So, but it was fun. I was a little more aggressive on my 12 and 13-year-old cousins than my 5 and 8.
way to be a good person, Mike.
I know. I'm a great person.
I know. I'm not questioning that.
Yeah. I'm just such a good human being. Very humble too.
Yep.
Incredibly handsome, huh?
Thanks, Mitch. What else do we do? Oh, I learned to cook steak and chicken on the cast iron skillet.
Attaboy.
So my uncle, he's very good with cooking meat, like grilling on the stove as well. So he taught me how to do that, and I want to do that in the dorm. So we're gonna be having some good food. Well, I will at least. If you guys want to contribute,
You just cut you guys out just like that.
if you guys want to contribute,
We'll get food. No, I'll get food.
you can pay me a couple bucks. Hey, steak is expensive.
Yeah, I'll give moral support.
Yeah.
I'll just stick with my Cheerios.
Mitch, if you want, we could marinate the steak in Mountain Dew.
That would taste so bad.
Well, would you like that?
Yeah, I would.
That's a sin.
And yeah. Oh, we also went golfing. First time I played a round of golf in 4 years, besides like Top Golf, which is not a round of golf.
No.
So, I was a 9.
Mike just texted us out of the blue and was like, yo, we should go golfing. It's actually fun. And I could just hear Evan in his mind saying, yeah, I've been telling you guys this for like 3 years now.
Yeah, Mike, we got to go a lot.
Yeah. If the other guys don't want to go, we can just go.
All right.
Dude, I want to go. I've been golfing with Evan and it's a ton of fun.
Yeah, Josh was really good.
You went golfing with Evan? Where was the invite?
Josh was like 3 under par.
What?
Yeah.
On an 18?
No, just on 9.
No, I was not good. Evan's hyping me up.
You were actually good though, Josh, for beginning, I will say.
I was okay for like never having played before.
Where'd you guys
Just
go?
because you're an athletic beast, that's why.
Okay, thanks, Evan.
Where'd you guys go?
Majestic Oaks.
Yeah, Majestic Oaks, the executive course, just a par 3.
Where is
9
that?
hole. Down Bunker. It's right.
It's like right across 65 from Evan's house.
It's right next to Speedway, actually.
Oh, right.
A little west of that.
Yeah. Yeah, we should go to that.
Yeah,
I vote when Josh gets back. So, hey, yeah, this is the last episode of the summer that Josh is in Iowa.
Yes.
Yep. It's true,
We
guys.
got to change our logo to the Zero Podcast.
Special summer episodes.
That would be really funny, actually.
Everyone would be so confused. I would enjoy that a lot.
And we're going to have special Zero Podcast merch.
Yeah. Limited time.
We're going to have a limited edition merch while we have our regular merch.
Yeah.
Which is also limited edition.
Also limited.
Maybe next summer.
Yeah. Next summer, if you're here the whole summer, we'll have Zero Podcast summer episodes. Anyways, yeah, I went golfing. It was just a nine-hole course. Par was 27 because they're all par 3, and I had 52. So I was
20. Hey, at least you didn't double it.
I was 25 over.
I can't believe you can say that and be like, guys, we should go golfing. I love
It was fun. It was a good time. Honestly, what killed me the most was the putting. Like, there were times when I should have gotten 4. And I ended up getting 6 or 7 because I could not get it.
4 putting or 4 on the hole?
No, like I should have.
Oh, 4 as a score.
I should have gotten 4 on multiple holes and ended up getting 6 or 7 because I just could not putt well. So
that's tough.
We'll have to warm up on the little putting green beforehand.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is pretty much all I did at the cabin. So who's next?
I want to hear Mitch.
Popcorn Mitch.
Alrighty. I went to a family friends of mine that we do every year for the July 4. We played a lot of volleyball, a lot of spike ball. We did a cornhole tournament.
Oh,
we do that every year.
It's bags, but yeah, nice.
Dad hole.
Did you win?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, my dad and I lost in the semis. So
that's sad.
I mean, we got pretty far, but there's always next year.
Yeah.
But yeah. Normally we do fireworks, but it was super dry this year, so everyone's like, nah, we're going to cause a fire. So, we didn't. But otherwise, I went home and then played some Minecraft.
God bless America.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. I swear, I just could not run out of energy that day. I was active for like 4 hours, going full 100%, and every single thing I was doing.
Good.
It was like amazing.
How many Mountain Dews did you have?
Oh, they had like bottles like the one I'm holding right now. I know the listeners can't see this, obviously, because you're listeners. It's 1 pint bottles, and I had, I think,
no, what does that seem like?
16.9 fluid ounce, 1.05 pints, 500 milliliter bottles. You know what they are.
The tall, skinny ones.
Yes. AKA Mike. Anyways.
Just imagine me, but a Mountain Dew bottle.
You'll
That's
get
what
the
it looks
picture,
like.
yeah.
I probably had like 6 or 7 of these.
7 pints of Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
That is
casual.
Wait, 2, 4. That's almost a gallon.
Mitch. It's almost a gallon.
I'm imagining the little diagram in my head. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, yeah.
The big G with the 4 Qs and then 2 Ps in each Q.
Yep. Mitch, so if I said like, hey, I want you to give up all pop for a month, what would it take for you to do that? You're just thinking about those withdrawal symptoms right now.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know how I can live.
Okay, so this is where we need to go back to the through lines and talk about idolatry discerning. Because Mitch, you might have a problem if you can't think of anything that would make you like give up pop.
Mitch, maybe you need to give up pop for Lent.
I would agree.
When is Lent?
I think that would be good.
Is it before Christmas?
Yeah.
Easter.
It's
before Easter.
Yeah.
Which Lent before Christmas.
That's Advent. I was close.
Add Lent. Same thing.
Yeah, Mitch, you've got a while to mentally prepare, but yeah, I think that'd be a good idea.
Because we already had Easter, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Joey, Easter is yearly, so we had it last year, but it's coming again. because it's annual like that.
Thanks, Josh. That's good to know. Okay.
It is the way.
Mitch, I'm going to find something I'll give up and I'll do it with you. You and me can go like through withdrawal together.
Yep.
Maybe I can like cut down my screen time to like 10 minutes a day or something.
Ooh.
I would
and
love
Mitch
to see that.
will give up pop.
Yeah.
And me and him will just suffer through this together.
Yeah.
I'll do it. All the boys, 2, 4, 5, Lent, we go crazy with something.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
I'm down.
Stay tuned for the special Lent episodes. They're going to be really exciting, coming out before Easter.
Christmas, actually.
No, that's the Adlent ones.
Oh, that's the Advent.
Yeah.
During that month, just Mitch is just gonna be like just dying.
It's the advent calendar. Every day you open is something you have to live without for that day.
That'd be really good.
Yeah.
That'd be a hype. Okay, sorry. I got
Mitch, were you
sidetracked.
done, or can we hear about Evans, or do you have more to your 4th of July?
Yeah, you can hear about Evan.
Swing the mic over to Evan. Mitch and Evan are sharing a mic, by the way.
Oh yeah. So mine was very similar to Micah's actually. We went to our cabin up in Detroit Lakes with all my cousins and stuff like that. We had, I think there were, 12, 13 of us there. So that was really fun to just see everyone. And then, so yeah, Friday got there after work and then fished some. Saturday was a super nice day. Hung outside all day, swam a lot. I skied like Micah. Then fished some more that day. Hung out with cousins and stuff like that. And then Sunday was kind of the same thing. And then Monday was the same thing. And then left Tuesday because I worked on Wednesday. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's a really relaxing weekend and stuff. So yeah.
That's kind of what happens at the cabin. Every day is kind of the same.
Yeah. It all kind of blends together too. Like
Yeah.
you're trying to think of what you did yesterday and it's like it all just blends.
And you don't know what day of the week it is. And
Yes.
you just get lost in time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We pretty much had the same routine at our cabin every day for as long as I can remember. It's like wake up in the morning, eat breakfast. Kids usually either play outside or go down to the lake and swim. Then we have lunch. Then everyone like takes a nap because
Yep.
they're adults and they're boring. Or rest for like an hour or two. Then we all go down to the lake for a couple hours. Then we have dinner. And the kids play outside, and the kids complain when their parents have to tell them to go to bed. It's pretty much that every single day for the last all of my days. So, but every year has like a thing. So this year's thing was Foursquare. This was a new thing. Last year, the thing was croquet mini golf.
Oh.
So we built a mini golf course with random objects we found throughout the yard and played it with croquet mallets and
That
croquet
sounds
balls.
really fun.
yeah.
And it was a lot of fun because, I won also that too.
Shocker.
Just had to add that in, Mike.
Sorry.
So is out of the cousins, you're the oldest. Would Natalie be the second?
Natalie
then?
is second. We're 2 years apart. And
Okay,
then
so
there's
you-
5 years in between Natalie and the next cousin.
Okay, so you really do just straight up dominate these children.
Pretty much.
Because I mean, we're talking 12-year-olds are what, 6th graders?
They're all going to their 7th grade year.
Okay, yeah, okay. So Mike's just dominating middle schoolers and everything.
Yeah,
Okay, good for you.
That's a flex.
it is a flex.
Yeah, I would agree with Mike though. Like we kind of have like a thing too.
Yeah.
Like this year's thing was gel blasters. Have you guys ever heard of those?
I think so.
Well,
yeah.
we did at your house
Yeah.
a couple days ago.
Yeah, we bought some. They were so fun. It's like an Orby gun. So you make these Orbeez and they grow to 7.5 millimeters, and you just there's fully auto ones, semi-auto. It's so
It
fun.
seems super fun.
Yeah.
Evan showed them to us when we had dropped them off at his house a couple days ago.
Yeah, they actually sting too.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Like if you're close range, they have a punch.
yeah. We shot it at Mitch.
Yeah, I just held my hand pretty close to the gun, and then it hurt after the third one.
Yep, he's still bleeding.
Yep, still crying on the inside.
All right. Who's next? Talking about their summer. Not summer. 4th of July.
Evan gets to popcorn.
You got to pick between me and Josh.
I'll popcorn to Josh.
Attaboy.
Joey wants to be the grand
I'd
finale.
pick-
Best for last.
I do. Yeah.
For the 4th of July weekend, I went to Bondurant and spent that weekend, and I guess Monday and Tuesday too, with Nicole and her family. For 4th of July specifically, there was fireworks display at a nearby casino, and I hadn't been to fireworks in like a while, so that was fun. We played pickleball. We played soccer golf. Wait, Mitch, have you ever done the actual soccer golf?
I've done it. Yeah, I've done it a couple times.
I thought I remembered hearing you, because there are like actual, like some golf courses have the bigger basket on like the green that you can play
really
like soccer with.
And some disc golf courses will also have like soccer goals, like, or like the disc golf nets will be like inside the soccer hole.
Oh,
okay.
So
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I don't know if any around here, but I've seen like videos of it. Anyway,
yeah, that sounds fun. Anyways, we played that, except we just went to like a big sports complex nearby and picked random objects to hit with a soccer ball. So the budget way to do that. Actually, most of the courses are probably free, but it was still fun. I guess the reason I went that weekend was because one of Nicole's friends from high school was getting married. So we went to that wedding Saturday. That was a good time too.
You had a fire bow tie on.
I did. It was not my bow tie. Okay, funny story. So I didn't have like clothes to wear here, so I asked my mom to bring some from home. But then like the pants I thought were at home weren't. So then I figured they were at my grandma's, but then they weren't. So I just don't know where they went. But turns out that I'm like the exact same size as Nicole's brother Tyler. So,
Pog. I thought you were going to say dad.
Oh, no.
Paul. Josh and Paul are the same.
I mean, I might be close to the same size as Paul too, but no. I tried on Tyler's pants and they fit. So then I was like, oh, I can just wear these. And then on the way down on Friday before the wedding, I was like 2 hours in and I'm like, oh, shoot, I forgot my dress shirts because I had one of those that I was going to bring. So then I was like, Nicole, I forgot the shirts too. And she's like, oh, it's fine. Tyler has shirts. So I ended up wearing Tyler's pants, his dress shirt, and his bow tie because I somehow lost my black bow tie moving at the end of the year. So shout out to Tyler for providing my entire wardrobe. I wore my own shoes and socks, so I'll give myself that tiny amount of credit.
Can we get a golf clap for Tyler?
Yeah.
Really, really came in clutch.
Josh, you should have styled your hair like Tyler too.
See, the thing is I can't.
Doesn't Tyler have like curly hair?
Yeah, it's like super like puffy.
Yeah.
It's like big on his head.
Big on his head. I guess that's one way of describing it.
That is a description, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like when like celebrities will be asked like, who are you wearing tonight? Like, is it like certain designers? Did anyone ask you?
I'm wearing Tyler Mahoney.
That does sound fancy.
It does sound
funny.
good, yeah.
It does sound kind of the same vibe as like some big shot fashion designer.
I hope you heard that, Tyler.
I don't think he listens, but I'm sure his parents will relay the message.
Please.
So yeah, that was fun going to a wedding. I hadn't been to one since Connor Bartz's last year. And then trying to think of other things. Oh, on Sunday we went to their grandparents' house and played pool and ping pong. And also they have like an old Nintendo NES console.
Oh,
and I played Dr. Mario. I sucked at it, but it was fun. Do you guys know what Dr. Mario is?
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
It's like Tetris.
Yeah, sort of like Tetris. Yeah, you're like trying to line up blocks in a row to like get rid of them. It wasn't explained, so I was just kind of watching first and figuring out what's going on. But then we played a version where two people have the controllers because you're like playing against someone else. Two people have the controllers, but they're sitting in chairs facing away from the screen. And then each of them has a partner who's like looking at the TV and describing like the moves you need to make. So it actually worked out okay for me because I could like do the controls, but I didn't have like the strategy or I didn't know quite how to play the game yet. So I just did the controls and someone gave directions to me and I didn't suck quite as bad. But yeah, it was still hard. I was not great, but it was fun.
I'm terrible at games like that and they make me angry. Did Nicole give you directions? Was this like a chemistry
I think Nicole
test?
gave me directions for one, and then Paul gave me directions for another game.
Yes, Paul.
Now here's the question. Which one did you do better at?
Careful.
I think, well, I know I won at least one like round with Nicole and I think we lost. We were doing like, it goes to, I think, best out of like first person to 3 winning rounds. And I think me and my partner lost both.
Oh, okay.
Whether it was with Nicole or Paul.
Okay.
Probably mostly due to me and my bad controls.
Yeah.
But I can't remember if I like won more with one of them than with the other.
Okay.
You know, it's funny because in the book Outdated, in the first chapter, it actually says that you should play Dr. Mario.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I just go by Outdated strictly, and everything that book says I do. So that's why.
Yeah.
That was a necessity.
It explains the good old Christian Rizz.
I never want to hear that again.
Christian.
That's different than homeschool Rizz, guys. Don't get it confused.
Oh, it's very different.
So very different.
Christian Rizz.
Wait, what? Christian?
Christian.
That's so hard to say.
Yeah. Add Rizz.
Chris.
Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad at so many levels.
Oh, my.
Yeah. I think we can move on.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, it was a fun weekend. Did lots of fun stuff. Popcorn Joey.
Nice. So mine was not quite as exciting. I had to volunteer at church, which, you know, that is just like top tier.
Doing the Lord's work.
That's true Christian.
Josh, you want to
Volunteering at church.
You were the one that was like, okay, we're going to move on.
First he hates it,
and then
he
he
uses
brings it back in.
Where did that bring you? Back to me.
Exactly.
Anyways, so I was at church all weekend without Mike because apparently being at the cabin with his family is more important than Jesus, right?
Dang.
No.
Anyways, Jason was still there, so I
Okay,
still had
that's
someone
good.
to hang out with. So that was good. And my dad had also just got back from Canada with Braden. He and Braden and a bunch of my uncles all went up to Canada for a week, and they got back on that Saturday. So we were all kind of tired. And then on the Monday, so did you guys have Monday off? Who had Monday off?
I mean,
I did.
I was gone,
I
so
did.
yeah.
Okay. You all had Monday off?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is what I did on my Monday. Me and Jake woke up and we mowed for like, I think it was 13 hours.
Dang.
So that was a really good time because it was just me and Jake. And yeah, it was fun.
Did you hook up the trailer correctly?
What? How do you know about this?
Because you guys told us.
No, it's just we're just asking. We don't know
yeah,
anything.
just wondering,
Yeah.
asking for a friend.
Okay, fine, whatever. Apparently I didn't hook up the trailer totally right. Now it did fall off. It was just, we were on a slight hill and I was loading the mower up and then it kind of just popped off the ball. But I mean, the safety chains were on. It didn't roll away. Everyone's kind of freaking out about this and it wasn't that big of a deal.
Sounds like a lot of copium. You guys know what that is?
No.
It's kind of a new thing. So like,
Oh no.
so kind of like Rizz, you know,
a new word.
Copium is like when you try to like justify a situation. So like there it's just like, yes, things went wrong, but, and then it's just like you just list off a bunch of things. That's copium.
Weird.
Mitch, what would we do without you, honestly?
Honestly, probably a lot.
That was kind of my point.
Where do you hear these
Yeah,
words?
it's just like,
Just kidding, Mitch. I love you.
I love you. What?
Mitch, where'd you hear this word?
yeah, where did this come from?
It's a new thing on Twitch.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
The gamer community.
So I won't
Yeah.
be hearing it here.
Yeah. Okay. Back to
Evan, I appreciate you bringing up that point because I think it needed to be said.
Oh yeah, I thought so too.
To be fair, I think that was the only thing that went wrong, which is really impressive for giving 2 Ritzimas like lawnmowers and weed whips for 13 hours.
2 Rizmas.
Rizzdependence. I was clocking the same thing.
You know, my name for Joey in Snapchat is Joey Rizma.
Rizzdependence.
Oh my goodness, this podcast is going nowhere.
Oh, it is.
Guys, we're 15 minutes in.
I play Mitch.
Our last like 6 episodes have been an hour and a half. Let's not let that happen again.
Anyways, moving on. So 4th of July, I honestly can't remember what I did in the morning. I think I slept in.
Mowing a lot of lawns will do that to you.
Yep. So I think I slept in and just hung out with my family all day. And then at night, we watched a movie. We watched La La Land.
What?
Have you watched La La Land?
Yes, it's kind of mid.
No.
So apparently it's Ben Ammerman's favorite movie. So I was like, there's no way that this can be a bad movie. And it was a terrible movie.
It was not that good.
It was, and I feel like it won a bunch of awards when it first came out.
It did.
And it is just
The ending was weird.
such a mid. No, it's a bad movie. Straight up, it's not mid, it's bad.
Yeah.
You're the only one that's seen it, Mike.
Ryan
right?
Gosling was good.
I mean, he was good.
I'm excited to see him as Ken in the Barbie movie.
You're going to watch that?
I kind of want to.
Why?
I think double featured Oppenheimer and then Barbie.
What a list of movies.
Okay, we got to watch
That's a vibe change.
Yeah.
Wow.
We got to watch Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
You said it wrong.
Because that's
Some people say Oppenheimer.
Yeah. It's directed by Christopher Nolan, who directed the greatest movie of all time, The Dark Knight. So we gotta watch that. What's Super Mario Bros?
I still need to see that.
I've seen it.
What did you think of that?
I thought it was pretty good. I thought it just moved a little fast.
Do you
I thought it was gonna be like a little longer because it's like Super Mario Bros. It's like big, but it just I feel like there could have been a lot more in there.
Yeah, but it was the #1 highest grossing movie this year by like a long shot, and I just didn't think.
Yeah.
So it was like I feel like I got to see it. Anyways,
Josh, can we play Peaches by Jack Black as the outro of this podcast?
Yeah, you got it.
Peaches.
And then I do this like every year, but then at night I went up on the roof and I watched fireworks from my roof.
That's sick.
Which is kind of just a vibe. Just
That's a
like
vibe.
on
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
summer day. It's like starting to get cool and you just watch fireworks from your roof. Being on the roof is just fun. You feel like you're on top of the world. And like no one knows you're up there. Like no one looks at roofs. So like you just see cars drive by and you're like, they don't know I'm up here. Which might be a little weird.
That's what you were thinking.
Maybe. I don't know. But that was a good time. But that was my less eventful 4th of July, which was all right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Chill weekends are still good.
Yeah.
Chill vibes. Wow. Well, this past weekend was a little more exciting, I think, for you, Joey.
Yeah.
Because we had some fun together.
We did.
Joey, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, we did. So this weekend was my bachelor party weekend. And everyone came up to my grandparents, which is in Malacca, Minnesota. And we went canoeing all day on Saturday. There was 9 of us. So we had 4 canoes and Jake was in a kayak.
Youngest.
Yeah.
Always gets spoiled.
Yeah. Always get spoiled. And the river was low. We did the
Rizzer.
The Rizzler.
Anyways, the river was low because they haven't got a lot of rain. So we had to like get out a lot. And there was some spots like we couldn't make it past. And Jake would just always just cruise over us and he would just like call us fat. When it's like, you're by yourself in a kayak. Of course, it's weighed less. So
We're also just so big, you know?
Yeah.
Jake's
we're
just skin and bone and we're like just straight muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're in the gym so much. But we did that on Saturday for a few hours. And that was a really good time. Everyone got really sunburned.
Yep. I'm just tan now.
No, they didn't. I did not.
Josh did not get burned. Not even your legs? Because that's where I got like
Nope.
by my knee.
My legs were so bad.
Yeah, you burnt your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were.
Mitch's
my hands are fine
and
now,
feet
though.
were like red.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Mitch, he has a fairly light complexion, so he gets burned easily.
It's because I'm grinding Minecraft all day in the basement.
Evan, how did you fare? Because you were already pretty tan.
Yeah, just my thighs burned a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
To be fair, we were wearing shorts. This is how everyone knows.
And no sunscreen.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, we got like down to the river with the canoes, and suddenly someone was like, "Wait, anyone have sunscreen?" And we all just looked at each other and like, nope, no sunscreen.
Yeah. Well, Jordan doesn't even believe in sunscreen.
I love that. That's such a good day.
It's funny. So he was pretty burnt.
Yeah.
One of the worst for sure. I was pretty burnt.
Micah was the worst.
You think I was worse than Jordan?
Yeah, I think you got fried.
I was pretty bad. I'm pretty tan now, so I think it's faded out. I got some aloe on there last night, so we're chilling. Yeah, we're fine.
Yep.
Can we get like a canoe trip highlight from everyone?
Like just the canoe trip, or like the whole trip in general?
I guess we can do the whole weekend.
My highlight was probably the canoe trip.
Okay, so Mike, narrow it down a little.
Well, it was just all fun. I liked.
Okay, that's a good thing, I guess.
I'll talk about one thing from the canoe trip, one thing from not the canoe. So not in the canoe. I liked playing spike ball. That was fun. It was me and Mitch versus
undefeated baby.
Versus first it was Jordan and Jake, and then it was Jordan and Braden. We beat both of them both times.
Yep.
That was a good time. We also played volleyball. That was fun.
Yep.
I made a fun little video of the weekend. Did you guys all see that?
I did. It looked very good.
It was good.
Thanks.
As always.
And
honestly.
I used an older song called The Boys of Summer.
Ooh.
It was like, the boys.
Yeah, during summer. Yeah, I got it, Mike.
Yep.
Oh, wow. I didn't even realize.
You're so smart.
My favorite part of canoeing, honestly, I think the satisfying parts were when you would go down rapids and not hit a single rock.
That was
pretty nice. There was a time, me and Jordan, we got in a rock, we kind of shuffled our way out of it. Then I kind of lost my balance and like stepped into the water, which caused the canoe to tip over a little bit and get some water in the canoe. My phone was underwater for about 2 seconds, but we saved it.
2 seconds now. You were saying 1 second earlier.
Sorry, I just exaggerate my stories, I guess. Sorry, 1 to 2 seconds. And it was all right in the end. My speakers were a little muffled at first.
Yeah.
But I used this app, which I didn't know was possible, where it was like a website where you pressed a button, made this like certain like sound at a certain frequency that was meant to get water out of your speakers.
That's so nuts.
And I did it and then put it in front of a fan for like 15 minutes. Totally fine.
Wow.
So I don't know how that works, but it did. So that was my highlights. Popcorn, Josh.
I was kind of going to say the same thing as you. I was canoeing with Joey, and there were just like a few stretches where there were like back to back to back to back kind of faster rapids parts, and we just picked the right line for all of them and just cruised through.
Yeah.
Because it felt like once we got in a roll and like we were communicating well, it would be like, oh, let's go left of that rock, then right, and then paddle hard left, and yeah, we just cruised for a few. And then there were stretches where we got very out of the groove and we were just like banging into rocks. And some parts were like unpassable. Like everyone had to just get out and drag their canoe to get through some shallower sections. But yeah, where it was a little deeper and had to I just like picking lines and kind of trying to predict where the best route to get through a section is. So that was fun. You guys mentioned spike ball. I just wanted to mention that I was not present for spike ball because I went downstairs and took a 20-minute power nap.
Wow.
Good.
That's where you were. I was wondering actually where you were. And then you just emerged from the door out. Wow.
Yep. You're like, wow, I haven't seen Josh for a while. I wonder where he was. That's where I was. I'm going to popcorn Evan.
It was also a great weekend, like previously stated.
As previously stated, it was good.
Yeah. One thing, I was with Mitch in the canoe, and that was super fun. Mitch is a great navigator. But it seemed like the harsh rapids, like the more flowy rapids, we just killed that. Like we were like money every time. Like our line was perfect. And then that was super fun. And then like the little stuff that was like not even like shouldn't even be a problem. We'd hit, And there was one time where we just nailed a rock, and like it was not even.
You guys almost tipped over.
Yeah. Like we hit a rock, and when all of a sudden the back starts pivoting, and we're like pivoting on this rock, and then I step in, and it's like to my waist. It was like a deep spot, and there was a high rock, and then it almost tipped, but we saved it. We took on a lot of water though, we will say, but yeah, it was fun, a lot of fun. I also liked just the fire. Like when we were on the fire, that was super fun. Just having some good conversations, and it's also fun meeting Ben, Joey's cousin.
Oh yeah,
seems like a great guy.
He's awesome.
Yeah,
he's fun.
He's kind of a vibe.
I was gonna say the first like 20 minutes hearing him and Braden bicker in the canoe was pretty funny too.
Yeah,
they started off singing a song or whatever, and then they just it was funny.
Wait, does Ben listen?
Yes, he does. I believe he does.
Let's go.
Shout
out to Ben.
Yeah.
Ben Rizma. Out here.
All right, I'll popcorn to Mitch.
So, as everyone else has been saying, great weekend had by all. I don't know if you guys heard, but we had a canoe trip. So we went like 18 miles.
Wait,
that was
really?
pretty vibey. But yeah, I don't know if Evan told you, but we were kind of killing the fast rapids. Sucked at the simple runs, but that's okay. That's life. Evan and I were just kind of describing like life's like a river. Sometimes you just cruise through those fast rapids, and then sometimes life just grabs your canoe and just turns you horizontal, and now you're gonna tip it over.
It's like Thor Ragnarok.
It is actually like Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it hard enough, you can see it. So yeah, that was a great highlight. Just gaining some good perspective on life.
Yeah, we had some real talks there. We had some good real talks there.
Yes, sir. Also, I don't know if you guys saw, but Joey and I played a one-on-one game to 3
on the Instagram.
Took a dub. But I will say,
we
played another game to 5, and it was 5-3. But when it mattered most,
when I had no time to warm up, I hadn't shot a ball yet. Mitch had 1v1 me.
So basically, the series is tied at 1-1.
Yep.
Tiebreaker coming soon.
Yep.
We'll let you guys know.
Stay tuned.
Mm-hmm.
And this time they'll both warm up and both be ready.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It'll be a fair game.
Yes, sir. Am I the last one?
No.
Dude.
Come on,
Come
Mitch.
on.
No, I'm definitely the last one. Anyways, guys, thanks for listening to the podcast. Just kidding. Popcorn Joey.
Oh, my word. Yeah, they really
one.
did for a second. As previously stated, it was a good weekend. I'm just
I was
hook,
really
line, and sinker.
I was really starting to think it wasn't a good weekend, but Joey reminded me that it was a good weekend.
I'm just going to do a bunch of highlights. Having Josh as a canoe partner, we probably should have split up me and Josh and split up Ben and Brad.
Yes, stacked canoe. Come on.
Yeah, we did. Because me and Josh, sometimes we'd look around and we just see Evan and Mitchell or Ben and Bray going sideways down a rapids. We were like, maybe we should have.
We just looked at each other and we're like, nah, we're fine.
We're all right.
Thanks for not listing me in that group of people.
Yeah.
Mike and Jordan had some sideways moments too.
There was, I feel like, I love Jordan. I feel like there was a few times where something was going on in that canoe just wasn't working. Because I felt me and Josh stayed in the middle of the river the whole time. And every now and then, Mike and Jordan would almost run into the side.
Yeah, I was canoeing the right direction, and Jordan just was waiting to the last minute to turn the canoe. I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, you guys typically canoed in more of a zigzag pattern instead of straight.
So if you think about it, we canoed double the amount of miles you guys did.
That is true. Highlight, the food was amazing, I thought.
Oh, yeah.
The whole weekend. I was never hungry, so that was good. A highlight was also just seeing everybody get along. It's interesting with your bachelor party. I'm super close with everyone, but for example, you guys have never met Ben. So you don't really know how that's going to go. And I felt like by the end of the weekend, everyone had a great time and got along good. So that was really good. Playing volleyball was a good time. Big fan of volleyball. And also just sitting around the fire chilling. Also, The Gray Man.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Dude, we watched that movie on Saturday night. We started at 9 o'clock because we were all exhausted. So we're just let's put on a movie and go to bed. And that was actually a bop movie.
It is a good movie.
It is really good.
So that's recommend. It's on Netflix. Ryan Gosling.
Another Ryan Gosling
Yeah.
film.
I love how he plays the same character in every movie.
Yeah.
He kind of does. But it's a good movie. It was entertaining. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
speaking of The Gray Man, I showed my dad that movie the next day.
Really?
And we both watched half of it that day and then finished it the next day. But yeah, he really liked it.
He liked it too. Yeah. It's just a solid movie. It's on Netflix, so there you go. There's a movie recommended.
Chris Evans is in it.
Yep.
The girl from Knives Out.
Yeah. And Chris Evans plays a villain, which is kind of
I like him
vibe.
as a villain.
Oh, he's a great villain.
Because I liked him in Knives Out as a villain. Or quote unquote villain too.
So overall, great weekend, as previously stated.
Wait, really? Oh, okay.
I'm glad you
Nice.
kept on that trend.
Yeah.
Joey.
Yeah. I almost forgot again.
Now that you mention it, it was a great weekend.
It was a great weekend.
Yeah, it was a great weekend.
Yeah.
I would have to agree that it was a good time. I had fun. Did you guys have fun?
I had fun. I had so much
That was peak Captain Sad right there.
Josh, it was also good to see you in person
Yes.
again.
Oh, my word.
Thanks.
I miss you so much. Oh, by the way, okay. I'm gonna say something so controversial.
Oh, no.
Jake, I'm sorry if you're listening to this, if you find out this way. Josh, I have good news, my man. The dream team mowing team is back. When you get back, my man,
No way.
we are mowing together.
Let's go.
I've looked forward to nothing more my entire existence.
Make my night. Goodness.
Jake is out.
Jake is getting the boot. I'm sorry, Jake. I love you. Don't take this the wrong way. But it's not my decision. It's not my decision. It's out of my hands.
The boss man decided.
So, but yeah, something to look forward to when you get back. It's mowing 12 hours with me.
That's gonna be hype.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Nice. Well,
nothing makes a day fly by like mowing 50 lawns.
Yeah, doesn't get much better than that.
Nope.
All right. Well, should we wrap this one up like Jake's mowing career?
Ooh.
Oh boy, Jake, you'll get to mow eventually. Me and Josh are both gone next summer, so you should be good.
True.
Then you can mow 50 lawns by yourself.
Wow. What more could you ask for, honestly?
Yeah.
But yeah, we probably should wrap this one up. Thank you guys for listening. Hopefully you enjoyed hearing about our 4th of July weekends and also the epic canoe trip.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening and I hope you all have a great day.
Catch you on the flippity flip.
Peace out, boys.
See you in the next round.
Peace out, gangsters.
Peach, you're so cool. And with my star, we're gonna rule. Peach, understand, I'm gonna love you till the very end. Peaches, 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 peaches. Oh, yeah. Peaches, 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 peaches. I love you. Oh, Mario, Luigi, and a Donkey Kong too. 1,000 troops of Koopas couldn't keep me from you. Princess Peach at the end of the line. I'll make you mine. Oh, peaches, 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 peaches. I love you. Oh.